watch a Disney Channel movie. Welcome to Guilty Pleasures. Okay, Kelsey, you clearly didn't watch Disney Channel movies as a kid because you're looking at me like I'm crazy, and honestly, you're crazy. Also, you have chicken wing sauce all over your finger.
You went right as I was finishing my last bite of wing sauce. I apologize. And how dare you? Of course I watched every Disney
Then why are you
show.
looking at me like I'm crazy?
Yeah.
Why don't I remember that jingle?
I don't remember that jingle at all.
Oh,
I didn't watch
okay,
Disney
lick
Channel.
your fingers off mic while I explain this. Welcome to Guilty Pleasures. Guys, today we're doing Princess Protection Program, the Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato banger. This
Banger?
is
Not a question, a fact.
fact.
Uh-huh.
This is a Disney Channel original movie, a DCOM, as we call them. And back in my day, DCOMs used to start with a little jingle, a little ditty.
You're right.
I know.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Nah, you
Okay,
got
well-
it.
well,
I
look at
only
it.
remember the little drawing
You
of the
don't?
mouse. No, I don't remember. I didn't watch Disney Channel like that, to be honest.
That's right, you were an anime girly.
I was anime girly. I was a Nick kid. I was a Cartoon Network boy.
When you were a kid, did you have? I had Nickelodeon was like I want to say
Number
channel
one.
34.
36 for me.
Or no, actually, I'm taking it back. I take it back. It was Disney Channel was on top, Nickelodeon was in the middle, Cartoon Network was on bottom, and it was
Oh.
1, 2, 3. They were in a row
Oh,
next to each other, so you could just go pop, 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 pop.
well, also, I didn't get, my household didn't get cable until I was like 15. And so,
At all? No
like no cable, no cable. Like it was a big thing for myself personally. And so I didn't really see much until that age. And so I don't remember what the order was at all.
Yeah,
But I also knew in my heart of hearts that I was a Nick person.
52 Cartoon Network, 40 Disney, 36 Nickelodeon.
For us, 50 was Comedy Central. And for those who may be confused, we're talking about TV channels. There used
No
to be
one
a
here
number
knows.
associated.
Yeah.
So we in New York, Disney was not standard. It was a paid add-on.
Yeah.
And we went to Disney on some family vacation. My sister got food poisoning, as one does, or
Yeah, of
maybe she
course.
just got.
I got food poisoning from Disney once.
Could have just been normal sick, but probably food poisoning.
I think it happens often
That's
to the
your
point
thing.
where they put it in Roller Coaster Tycoon that
Yeah.
people throw up all of the time.
Yeah.
But what happens when you're sick at Disney? You stay in the hotel room and you watch Disney Channel all ding dang long day,
Oh, okay.
all day.
That
All
makes
right.
a lot of sense. Of
So-
course they would.
So we went to Florida and we left a Disney fanatic household.
Okay.
Her little brain was blown.
Yeah.
And I was, I guess, a little too old for Disney Channel, like by the time it came into our life, but I was still watching it. The DCOMs, though, that was the crown jewel
Yeah.
of Disney Channel. They were events. We've covered some on this show before. Obviously, High School Musical,
Brink.
Phenomenon. We haven't done Brink.
We haven't?
Oh God.
You love Brink, right?
Yeah.
No.
What? Yes, you do.
What is Brink?
You do.
We're doing Brink.
We're doing Brink.
What's
Rainy, I'm calling it now. We're doing Brink.
What is Brink?
We're doing.
Don't even tell him. We haven't seen it either.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
We're
at all.
doing Brink.
my
We're doing
God.
Smart House. We're doing. Are you
Smart
fucking
House!
kidding
I've heard
me?
of Smart House. I've heard of Smart House.
But you never saw Brink?
I never saw Brink.
Who's in it?
I don't
It
know.
doesn't even matter.
Brink was like it was like a bunch of really cool
Hot.
downhill roller skaters, roller bladers.
They're Venice fucking bladers, bro. They were Rocket
is this
Power
like
before
after-
Rocket Power was Rocket
Is this
Power.
after Lords of Dogtown came out?
I think it might have actually been before.
Oh,
98
really?
was
98.
It was an early
Lords of-
one.
And
Lords
it's
of Dogtown
Eric
is-
Von Detten.
Hell yeah. But
Dear God, all of you, please. It actually has a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh yeah. I mean that I always remember Brink being one of the standouts. Like, oh no, but this one's like actually
You
great.
think that guy looks cool? What about this guy?
Oh, no, he
Yeah.
looks awesome.
Yeah.
It was Johnny Tsunami also.
Hell yeah, it was.
Okay, all right. That's the only
Luck
one
of
that
the
I.
Irish.
Yeah, look, I remember hearing about. Johnny Tsunami and the famous Jet Jackson.
yeah.
Famous Joe Jackson was a TV show.
It was a TV show. Yeah,
But then maybe they
May
also
he
had a
rest in
movie.
peace. Yeah,
Did he die?
very tragic.
Famous Jet Jackson. Bummer. Way
Yeah.
to bring down the mood.
Yeah, sorry.
Rest in peace.
Sorry about that.
to Jet
What could
Jackson.
possibly bring us back up?
Well,
Bowie. No, I'm kidding.
every Disney Channel movie started with, this is where I began the episode, with film reels
Yeah.
in this void and a bunch of kids jumping up and down as if on trampolines.
I remember this.
Yeah, and it
Yes.
had the song, Let's Watch
A
Disney Channel movie.
Okay.
That's
Let's
right.
watch
a
Disney
Disney
Channel movie. I love that pause. that
I
it hits you
forgot.
with. Princess Protection Program. This is a DCOM past my era.
Same.
So I actually, not only have I not seen this, Rainie, you suggested this, I had never heard of it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
It's Demi and Selena.
I know.
Which
The
is
two-
wild.
Yeah.
It-
Queens
it-
of the industry.
It genuinely sounded like you made it up, for one. And then it also sounded like you threw a bunch of, it was like a Mad Lib or something like that for something that would be catchy for a younger audience. But as you watch it, you're like, oh, it's Witness Protection Program.
We
but
had these
princesses.
versions of the elder versions were the Amanda Bynes princess film and the president's daughter, those
My
kinds of
date
things.
with the president's daughter.
Yeah.
Now there's a freaking heater.
Yeah, we should actually
I was
do
going to
that.
say First Kid. First Kid was ours.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
it's fucking fantastic.
Slam dunk.
Oh my God.
Someone in the comments, because you sent some good screenshots, I was like, what are people saying in the comments? And somebody commented, like, how are they deciding what I'd love to know how we can prepare to what side
Yeah.
to watch.
It's a great question.
It is.
We've
It is
been
up
asking
in the
ourselves
air.
that for 3 years.
Yeah, I think it's like every other one is a good one.
One for us,
And
one for them.
One for us, one for you.
We got a
And it's
red,
all
white, and
through-
royal blue
Yeah,
demand.
we gotta definitely watch
So
that.
maybe we got to do that and Brink. One for us, one for them.
Real quick note before we jump in, Demi Lovato did go by they them pronouns last year. She renounced it.
We also have to say that she felt like it was too annoying to correct people.
Yeah.
Right. Who
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
get it.
She
So-
was just like, you don't get it. It would.
We may refer to Demi as their character, though, back. This movie is a she, so that's
She's not just saying, she's a princess.
the Princess Protection Program. Selena Gomez stars as your regular old down in the bayou gal. She lives in Louisiana with her dad, who is a secret agent. He goes around the world to, I guess, prevent coups. It's kind of
yeah.
U.S. intervention.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato plays Princess Rosalinda Marie Montoya Fiore. Very nice.
I have come to kill your father.
During her coronation practice, someone throws a coup, threatening to overtake her and throw her and her mom in prison forever. Selena's dad saves her and brings her to Louisiana, where, Selena and Demi are gonna have to pretend to be cousins. What's a princess gonna do at school?
This is the Princess Protection Program.
Guys, I watched this movie and I sat down, popped an edible that was too strong.
Yeah.
And the movie started and I went, we are so back.
Yeah, we're in.
I felt electric
I
watching this.
can't
Yeah.
believe I had never heard of this. First of all, so is this before Wizards?
Wizards
No,
of
I think
Waverly
this is
Place.
after because I knew who she was. Let me double check that.
And
But,
Demi? Were they friends?
oh my gosh, I can't even speak to that because it's so complicated.
What?
Oh, I
Oh
cannot
my
wait
God.
to get into
Could that just be the fun facts? Could the fun facts be a run of their
Selena
complex
and Demi?
relationship?
I would
yeah,
love that.
absolutely.
Wait,
I'll look
I'm
into
dying
that.
to know the tea.
It really is like they were best friends and then something happened and they stopped being best friends. And I think now they're like fine with each other. They're like adults.
Well,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
put
But-
two DCOM stars in the light and expect
Yeah.
them to stay best friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're fighting for headliner.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine the way it must have felt to see Selena times Demi on that marquee.
Oh,
You see that for the first, because I was excited now.
Yeah.
Like knowing that we were watching a Selena Gomez Demi Lovato film, I'm like, holy shit, let's
Yes.
go.
This is probably the first Avengers movie of Disney
Yes.
original movies, right?
It really felt
Well, Camp Rock
special.
would like to have a word. That's Jonas Brothers times Demi. That's exciting.
Okay, that is exciting. That is exciting.
Though I guess maybe that was Demi's breakout. I don't know. I'm getting all confused
Yeah.
with the
It's
timeline.
it's an amazing crossover episode. You're just like, oh my God, I can't believe they're interacting
like
with each other.
seeing a dog walk on its hind legs.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
teacher outside of school.
Yeah.
Have you ever driven by? I've seen someone teaching a dog how to skateboard. I feel like
Yeah.
it's like an LA rite of passage.
It
It's-
is.
It's as exciting as you would imagine.
Ever since Robin Big, everybody's like, no, my dog has to learn how to ride a skateboard.
Bulldogs on skateboards.
Yeah.
You get these two in a movie together. It's just Exciting.
I wasn't excited, but yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's cool. That's sick.
You weren't
great.
excited?
No, I mean, I was. So
What if you were, though?
what if I was? This would be if I saw a young Nicholas Braun talking to a younger Mr. Darcy, I guess. Yeah.
You're like, look at these two icons.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're in the same movie talking to each other. Not only that, they're hugging.
Yeah.
They're laughing. They're pretending to be sisters, besties, cousins that hate each other at first, and then it's a love story of friendship. I believed it.
Selena Gomez, I think, is a good actress.
Fantastic.
I want to say that on the record. Like, you follow her career through now, Only Murders in the Building. Like,
Yeah, she's great.
I think she's great. And I think she's always had that little, like, that sass.
Yeah.
That said, she ain't a Louisiana girl. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
She does not have a swamp face.
No, she
a big
doesn't
girl.
have a swamp face. Yeah, she doesn't have the swamp look.
I don't
to
believe
her.
it. I see Selena Gomez and I go, that she don't know swamp.
So
She's
you know
so cute.
what? I think that she could pass as Louisiana, but I'm sorry. What is the place in Louisiana? I'm totally blanking on this. She's not a New Orleans.
No.
She is a New Orleans type, where she's like the city type.
Yeah, she ain't in
and
the
not
bayou.
the bayou. Not if you cannot live by water in Louisiana and not have like the thickest Gator accent of all time.
I resent any movie where they're trying to make me believe that the boys don't notice Selena Gomez.
Yes.
It's insulting to my intelligence as an audience member. And so Selena Gomez is introduced in this movie as like, the boys don't even notice me. What am I going to do? I'm like,
She's a bait girl.
Yeah.
She smells like worms.
yeah, she works at her dad's bait shop.
Yeah. I love that this started off with them going into a place and then it secretly having a military base underneath it.
Okay.
So as soon as I see an elevator go down, I'm like, I'm in.
Fuck yeah.
And same shit happened with the Kingsman. I was like, I'm in. I don't care where we go. Anytime I see a subterranean military base,
Yes.
I'm in.
I'm dying to talk about the central premise here, which is the Princess Protection Program. So because you have Demi, she's she's practicing for her coronation.
Which, that was hilarious that the coup happened at the rehearsal.
It's so fucking funny. They're like, well, we don't have that big of a budget.
You can't have like people and cake and all the bells and whistles. What if she has a rehearsal a month early?
Yeah, okay.
And a coup definitely would happen then.
I feel like that's a smart move.
For the
Budgeting.
coup?
That's a smart like
Coup move?
No, it's a smart coup move. Yeah. No, it's a smart cutting the budget move where it's just like, let's what if it is, just a little bit before so that we don't have to pay a bunch of extras.
But what made me lose my fucking mind watching this scene, because I just, look, I'm watching this with I am engaged to the level that I should be engaged, which is I'm pretending I'm a child and that nothing matters on screen.
And you're very high.
It's just vibes.
Extremely high.
And I missed the part where they said this was like a rehearsal. So I'm like, she's doing a coronation, but it just keeps cutting to housekeepers and maids who are dusting and smiling. It is so like it's
That's
just
so
okay,
funny.
and cut to her dusting, and now give us a smile, because they want us to show that she's a beloved princess.
They love being this person's subject. Oh my god!
I think that this might be the first DCOM with U.S. intervention in a foreign government.
Oh,
The plot, the premise
he's
behind this movie was so deep. I was like, we're watching a fucking government being overthrown in a DCOM movie.
Yeah.
We couldn't, there's a kidnapping, there's marriage against their will. Like, this was very complex.
Yeah.
General Magnus Kane
There he is.
throws a coup to unite Costa
Luna.
Costa Luna and Costa something else.
Costa Rica.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's Costa Rica.
Different.
No,
it's different.
Costa. Yeah. No. I'm kidding.
It is so like the fact that that's where we're starting a DCOM is that there's a general who's going to throw a coup to take over a country of an island nation in the Bahamas region.
Costa Rica.
So fucking
These
funny.
ain't your mama's DCOMs no more.
Yeah, right.
It isn't boy likes girl, girl likes boy.
I also like when did this come out? What year?
2008.
2008. So like I kind of feel the edginess coming in of like the I guess the emo
The Obama era.
The Obama era where
Yeah.
everything was totally fine.
Yeah.
For a while. But like I wrote down, I was like, this is actually kind of nice to show like the dark side of wanting to be a princess from a from a company that literally banks on you wanting to be a princess.
Oh, I didn't even connect that, and I love it.
Yeah, it's just like, look, good for you for.
Oh, you want to be a princess?
It's fucking work. It's like good on Disney in that time period for actually going against its morals, and it's like facing its money bank and being like, I actually want to challenge everything that we are right now.
Mickey Mouse is in a dark alleyway smoking a cigarette, saying, "Oh yeah, you want to be a princess, huh? I'll show you what it's like, you little fucks."
That was really good.
That was
Zach.
really good.
Yeah, thanks.
That was really good, and they can't sue you because he's public
Domain now,
Nice.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
and
look
Mickey
at
Mouse. So Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah.
So we get to the point where Garrick was referring to the dad, Selena's dad, saves Demi, brings her into a bunker, Men in Black style.
Yeah.
They go underground.
Yeah.
And I do the lean forward move.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Immediately, I was
I'm
like, okay.
let's fucking go.
Interesting.
Where are we
Sid.
going?
Yeah.
Not only is this princess being protected, she is part of the PPP, the
You know me.
Princess Protection Program.
And they're busy.
What
They're
if
busy.
I told you that Demi's not the only princess they're protecting?
No.
What if I told you that, what do you think? I mean, five princesses to protect? That'd be a lot.
Maybe
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
That's a lot of princesses.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what
How
if
many
I
princesses we got?
double it? That'd be
Yeah.
so many.
That'd be
No.
crazy.
29 fucking princesses
Yeah.
Are
in
in
active.
Perilous
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah. It's again doubling down. It's just like, you want to be a princess? Every princess you can think of is in trouble.
They're
right now.
trying to be murdered.
They're trying to be murdered.
They're-
It is, I
Because that
couldn't
sword throw was
believe
pretty dangerous. It looked pretty crazy.
the sword.
When he tried to kill the princess,
And
when
it
he
went
threw
straight
the
through her
sword
crown.
through the crown.
That
That
was
was
pretty
that was insane. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, it's okay.
Please.
We're just
this
we're just
podcast
vibing.
is kind of
Yeah.
like that.
We 29 princesses in active protection program.
Yeah.
And then there's one point where they're like Agent 537 is doing that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, how many fucking
537.
No, this has
Five-
been going for that many years, was what I took that as. This has been going since like the beginning of royalty. If they're doing 30 active, so let's say that's 30 a year.
Yeah.
What's 500 divided by 30? Alexa, what's 500 divided by 30?
Never know.
Yep.
It killed me. And then they bring her in and it's like, this is the Princess Protection Agency. We're sworn by the royal families to protect princesses all over the world until they're ready to come into power. We give them makeovers and send them to different places. Uh-oh, this princess looks cold. And then they give Demi this like big dramatic makeover. They give this bitch a 1-inch haircut.
Yeah.
They literally cut her hair and they said, here's the longest tank top you're ever going to have in your life. This tank top will go down to your thighs, bitch. And it was a look.
They were getting ready to cut it like halfway.
Yeah.
And they said no. She said no.
She says, stop
I don't
it.
know why
I don't
they-
trust any of you.
That's so weird because why would they bring the cut up to where her hair was for Camp Rock and where it's clearly a clip-on?
Yeah, they could have
weave
given her
size?
a bob.
They could have just given her the bob that she had, and they're like, no, actually, we want to keep that long-ass hair in there.
Hers,
Which is-
from what I remember of Demi as a child actor, she had pretty iconic hair. Like the side super duper swept bangs with the layered like A-frame, like giving Rachel. Like she was kind of, her hair was very important to the
Give
youth.
me
a
the
hair
Demi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad also that you brought up fashion because the fashion
Christ.
iconic in this.
Yeah,
We're
this
getting
is great.
layered tank tops on top of tank tops.
We're
great.
getting belts on top of shirts, on
Yeah.
top of camisoles,
And then
on
you,
top of.
you go down to Louisiana, very much disrespect, and they don't dress like that at all. They don't dress well.
We're wearing fucking open-toed shoes,
Yeah.
cut off jorts,
Yeah.
and maybe a tube top.
I don't think you can afford to dress well when the
It's that
humidity
hot.
level is that high.
Nah,
Well,
it's
can
just
confirm.
rude.
Yeah.
Florida's the same.
Yeah, it's
you don't
just
spend
disgusting.
money on nice stuff because you're sweating
You're
through
sweating
it.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
This
makes sense.
had a pair of pants that I forgot existed, which are the jeans that are then rolled up to your upper calves.
Oh yeah.
That girls would
Oh.
wear.
Yeah.
It's just like
What do we call those? Crab. What do we call
No, pedal pushers.
them? Yes, but also Oh, fuck me. They were called like crab boilers.
Crab boilers?
What were they called?
I don't know.
Come on, Rick.
That sounds like some Florida shit.
Crab. I'm going to look this up. Keep going.
Demi gets to Louisiana, and I would say she gives a performance that is out of this world.
Really?
And what I mean by that is that she plays the princess like she is an alien who just put on a Demi Lovato bodysuit.
Skin suit.
She plays like she found someone hitchhiking on the side of the road, sucked her innards out, put the skin on top of her alien body, and she enters every scene like she's never seen anything before.
Yeah.
This is their first
the
time
Men in
talking, giving syllables.
The Men in Black cockroach, played by Vincent D'Onofrio.
By the way, they're clam diggers.
Best. What?
That's what they're called, clam diggers.
Clam
That's what you wear,
diggers.
clam diggers.
Yeah.
The high water knee knockers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, clam diggers. That is very Florida. You're right.
You mean you have like the small things where they're trying to do like the fish out of water. Like, we're gonna do a princess, put her in Louisiana. She gets there, I don't know, maybe she sees a fish. She'll be grossed out.
Yeah.
She came from an island.
She's seen
a fish.
Oh, she's never seen a newt before?
No,
She's never seen a lizard?
This
Oh.
woman, from what the way she acts as a princess, this woman has been taken care of like a newborn child.
Yeah.
Somebody
Hand
dresses
and
her,
foot.
somebody bathes her, this
Hand
woman
and
has not
foot.
had to lift a finger.
It's also like, it's wild because she has an American accent.
Yes.
Everybody else around her in Costa, wherever. Costa Luna, has a Spanish accent.
Right.
Yes.
Her mom included.
Yeah.
God,
So
hearing
that
her speak
means
Spanish hurt.
that this princess learned how to speak from American television. So she's very familiar with the culture, but when she's introduced to it, no idea. Absolutely
I-
none.
What is a hamburger?
I
Yeah.
wrote one line where she gets on the bus and the bus driver goes, "Well, aren't you cutie?" And she goes, "I am Rosie." Like, what are you a fucking robot?
Well, yeah, what about being a princess means you don't understand what cutie is?
She's like,
that
one
cutie
bowling, please.
Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck out of here.
What? I get like not knowing bowling.
Yeah.
I understand that part. I'm like, okay, yeah, that might not have made it over to the islands. I'm not
Hamburgers?
sure. Hamburgers.
No, you've eaten a sandwich,
You've eaten
bitch.
a sandwich. You know what it is.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, everything else, just not knowing when someone is calling you a cutie versus saying your name.
She gets on the bus and the bus like starts to move and she's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Like, you've been on a moving vehicle.
You've been
Like, how did you get to Louisiana?
Yeah.
Via helicopter.
I know
Hello.
you did.
Black
Yeah.
Hawk down.
Helicopters are worse than a bus. They're way more rickety.
Maybe she's only ever been on that island, only ever inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something that I am obsessed with. This is both her performance, but also the screenplay of it. There's a huge like love quadrangle that we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But because Rosie treats everyone like servants, she's treating all the boys in town like shit, and they're crazy about it. It is
Loved it.
That'll do it.
little boys discovering like
Yeah.
pseudo BDSM for the first time and
Yeah.
being put in their place. And
Yeah.
every teen boy in that town is like, I want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
Please.
My
I
favorite
bet
is when
you
she's
all
like,
of the boys in that town later went on to marry black women. It's like, that's good for them, I feel like.
I loved it when she was like, excuse me. She's like, you may be excused. And I was like, oh, that was fire. I'm
Yeah.
going to start saying that to people when they're
Sure.
like, excuse me. And you may be excused. I will
Yeah.
excuse you.
Mhm.
Go on. The power she had, the confidence. She didn't know she was
It's
wielding.
elegance, sweet
Class.
grace. I love it. I loved it the whole time.
I honestly, if like, there was something weird at first about the casting to me because they're the same age, but Selena has this real baby little
Baby face.
little squishmallow face. And so, but Demi like seems so like
Yeah,
mature
you
and
see-
astute. And I looked it up. They're the same exact age.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
But it almost felt like a little sister,
Older
big
sister.
thing.
yeah, because maybe Demi was taller, and they
Definitely.
maybe like put her on apple boxes whenever they're standing next to each other, something like that.
Definitely.
Because she maybe it's like a growth spurt thing. I'm not sure, but she definitely looked a lot older.
And for the whole school to be like, wow, she's so beautiful. She's so pretty. She's so cool. Like they were in love with her. And I was
Yeah.
like, you literally have Selena motherfucking Gomez.
Yeah.
right there. But also, shout out to, is it Jamie Chung from
Jamie
The
Chung.
Hangover?
Jamie Chung.
I had no idea that she was like
Hangover
a
2.
child actress.
I didn't know that
I
either.
thought she was from
She was
the
also
real world.
25.
Wow.
Yeah,
In that movie?
In that movie.
Okay, I didn't
No.
realize.
Yeah.
I didn't connect the dots that she had continued acting because she's acting her little ass off as the villain of this film.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
It's because she's a grown adult.
She's an adult.
With-
She's an
with
adult
years.
person.
That's crazy.
So she was in one of the worst rated movies on IMDb, Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh.
So she played
Wow.
Chi-Chi, I believe, in that movie. And that is the only good thing about that movie, is that it introduced me to Jamie Chung.
Jamie Chung in this, so she is the popular girl at
Yeah.
the school.
Very progressive. Queen Bee is Asian. I love that.
love to see it.
The only
In the
Asian
South.
student
The
in
only
the
Asian
school
student, and
is the
that's
most popular student in school.
Power.
So Jamie Chung, she wants to be homecoming queen. She wants to be the school princess. I'm seeing a little parallel here.
Yeah.
She is obsessed with it and is driven mad by the idea that anyone could take her proverbial crown. I like Jamie Chung. I am obsessed with her sidekick.
With her dumb friend?
I think that this sidekick, so for the first 45 minutes of the movie, this sidekick doesn't have a line. It's just her laughing and going,
Yeah.
No, she says little dumb quips off the side.
She has big hair. She chews gum and laughs. But then she goes on to have the most interesting character arc
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
anyone in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean character arc from point A to point B. She plays a different character in every single scene.
That's true.
She has a full-on,
Yeah.
full character revelation, starting from the midpoint. I wrote down some of the movements for her. So she is first she is the doting sidekick,
Yeah.
evil, loving anything that Jamie Chung does. Then she is voted out of popularity. So you have 3 finalists for the homecoming queen or the princess, whatever, and she's voted out of the circle.
Yeah.
She's betrayed by her friend who says, if you're not, popular,
Cool enough.
then get
You're
lost.
nothing.
And it's like, oh my God, what's going to happen here? Then she goes on and discovers that Demi's a princess. She has a literal mustache twirling villain moment,
Yeah.
which is like, oh my God, I'm watching the beginning of a super villain.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, where's this character going to go? Then, next scene, she's back to idiotic sidekick.
Yeah.
As if nothing happened. What a fucking journey.
Yeah.
And then she goes back and has a friend breakup and a revelation about Jamie Chung being and her, that their collective character is bad. She's going back, forth,
Yeah.
back, forth, back,
Yeah.
forth, back,
Yeah.
forth.
But ends up on top, baby.
Yeah.
She tells her friend all the way off when she says, no, you can't borrow my lip gloss anymore. And in fact, you're a fucking cunt.
Yeah, like just straight up.
Straight to her
Disney,
face.
They actually said that
Yeah.
in the movie.
It was crazy. And then Mickey
Yeah.
came out from the stall and went, a cunt.
I liked that arc though. You rarely see the queen bee being told off by
Crony.
the crony in general. Not in like a way of not in the Mean Girls way where it's just like, oh, we're just gonna exclude you and then move on to a different queen bee. But this one was just like, actually, I don't like how you treat me.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel good at all. I
You're a
don't
bad
care about
person.
those other two, but I think you're a bad person.
Yeah, that's
You're
gonna
bad
leave
friend.
a scar on
Yeah.
Jamie Chung. Like that, she's gonna need therapy.
Yeah, I
for
think
that
so.
one.
I think so.
Yeah, she attacked her character. you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the fro-yo scene?
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
That's
Rainie-
all I wanted to talk
Just
about.
yucks.
Yeah.
Rainie, am I correct in saying that the fro-yo scene iconic?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We'll take it. So Demi wants to get a job, and Jamie Chung says, you can work, my dad's the king of fro-yo, you can work at his fro-yo shop, and then they crank, first of all, everyone in town
Yeah.
comes.
Wow.
You have like 40 people
So much cream in that.
yelling for fro-yo. She gets covered in fro-yo, and honestly, that's DCOM 101, right? Someone's going to do a job, they're going to get covered in fro-yo,
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Yucks.
Yuck,
Slip and
yucks,
slide in.
laugh. That is not what is remarkable to me.
What's remarkable?
They go into the back, and Selena goes, hey, what are you going to do? And she says, I didn't write down what she said,
Okay.
but she said, paraphrasing here, a princess holds her head high.
Yeah.
And she walks through that crowd, covered in fro-yo, head held high.
Yes, she did.
Everyone silences. She walks with dignity and grace. And I, full body chills.
Yeah. Had to clap.
Rock hard.
Had to give it up.
Not only that, she walks right to her and she quietly goes, "The king of fro-yo would be very disappointed in you."
Yeah. And just,
Mic drop, bitch.
That's
You're telling me my
painful.
own dad's disappointed?
but
Ow.
like she's clearly like, oh, so you are a princess, because she has a weird view of the world. She doesn't understand that people call their businesses king of blah blah blah. But she's like, oh, so that means that if your dad is the king of fro-yo, a place that I've never heard of, that means that you're a princess, the princess of fro-yo. So,
You're my equal.
You're my equal. And I cannot believe, princess to princess,
You
that
brought
you would
the
do that
shame
to me.
upon the name.
You brought such a shame amongst
You
the title.
classless cunt.
That's
She said it to her.
I think we have the title for the video.
Princess Protection Program is a classless cunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that moment was iconic because then you get her little crony moment where Selena Gomez goes, "Well, I'm not a princess," and dumps an ice cream cone on this man's head. And all I could think of is, ooh, what I wouldn't give for someone to do that to me right now. So that sounds like it would be kind of nice.
You want someone to-
somatically.
You were also watching this while you were aggressively in pain.
Yeah, I've been having a bad 4 days of head pain. And boy, oh boy, I would have paid a man money to come dump an ice cream bowl on my head. And
I think someone would pay you for that.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
hit
think
me up on
so. There's
OnlyFans.
some dark corners of the internet. So
I'm there.
So the climax of this film, electric.
Oh, Jesus. Talk about that. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't realize I was going to have such a visceral reaction.
oh, because he jumped to, he said
So
climax.
you bring up the ending, and because you said the word climax in my presence. But man, the beginning of this movie, figuring out that we were watching a fucking monarchy be overthrown, to forget about all that, just throw it all away. We're now in high school girl land montage.
Hijinks. Nobody cares.
Makeover, make under,
Yeah.
best friend move. Back to 15-year-old girl about to throw down an international dictator.
Yeah.
Black Hawk down. Let me make a call over to my insider spy. Get the NSA on this joint. I was in.
It is electric. Selena Gomez says, "I am going to bring down Fidel Castro."
Yeah.
That's basically like the equivalent of this movie. Selena says, "International dictator?
Not on my
you haven't
watch."
met a 15-year-old girl."
Yeah.
They're
Absolutely.
There is so Selena picks up the phone and calls the royal designer.
How? How did she get that number?
That's all I could think about.
Yeah.
Well, the movie actually thought about that.
Okay.
So you have the designer say, "How'd you get this number?" And she says, "Don't worry about that, but I have a plan."
That's right. That's right. I went, nuh-uh.
No.
That's all I'm going to worry about now.
Yeah.
So she comes up with a plan that actually it took me an embarrassingly long time to understand what the plan was.
Yeah.
But she calls Esteban, the royal fashion maker, and gets a bunch of princess dresses.
Yes.
Because if you don't know, a princess dress is a special dress that when you put it on, everyone goes, "Oh, that's a princess."
That's definitely a princess. Yeah.
And so Selena, by wearing the princess dress, will be mistaken for Demi because she's wearing the princess dress.
Yes.
While in a mask.
And their hair was done the same.
Their hair was done the same, and they kind of look alike.
Yeah.
And this moment, though, this is I'm joking about the stupidity of the plot. Doesn't matter.
No.
Because she calls in a plan, and she gets all the girls at school to arrive to the dance on a bus, and they all come out one after another in princess dresses and ball masks.
Yes.
I'm talking like what do you call them?
Masquerade.
Masquerade ball.
Venetian.
masks.
Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Eyes Wide Shut, but that's
you fucking
Yeah.
did it, not me, okay?
it is. When I tell you that was fucking iconic, that's not enough. I felt that scene reverberate through time.
Chills.
Yes.
I felt like
Yeah.
that shot in Everything Everywhere All at Once where she like gets first thrust to through a dimension.
Yeah.
I felt I was grabbed back The year is 2008. I am sitting my ass down at that screen, yet somehow I'm now a 14-year-old girl watching this for the first time. And I felt how exciting that moment was.
Did you guys do, and I sadly...
An edible, yes, and it floored me. At this point, I was
sadly feel like-
beside
Just
myself.
done. Just,
I could barely stand
catatonic.
straight. But I went, woo, Pokemon!
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know the answers. But in high school, did you guys get limos and party buses for homecoming and prom?
Yes.
Okay, that was like my job every year.
To plan them.
Yeah, because it was like we all had like our different things. Someone was to get in the hotel. Someone had to find the booth. Mine was to book the party buses.
The booth.
The booze.
The booze.
The booze.
Got it.
And mine was always the party bus situation. And it always had to have a stripper pole. Had to be like blacked out with rims. Sound system that could kill a man. And we had to be allowed to illegally smoke and drink
Yeah.
as 15-year-olds on that bus.
How did you have that conversation with the driver ahead of time?
I said, it's going to be a party.
Are you cool with that?
And are you down
Yeah.
to clown around and not be a fucking narc?
Given the location, I think it was a lot
Yeah,
easier
he didn't
than
ask
you think.
a single question. I think we handed him like an extra $100 bill and he was like, great, have fun, kids.
Cool.
Bye. I'll pick
Sick.
you up at 11.
Yeah. It definitely felt like the conversation went, hey, you're from Florida. He's like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, I am.
Hell yeah,
And
brother.
then, and then you guys
So
were
you
good
guys
with
would
it.
do the little limo situation and pull up?
Yeah.
Now, do you ever watch on TikTok black prom reveals?
No.
Wait, are you saying African American prom
Yes.
reveals? Oh yeah, love them.
This
They're-
is an occasion.
They're the best.
It's a moment. You want to talk about cinematic moments?
Oh yeah.
Black people showing up to prom.
Garrick, if you don't know about that, let me educate you
Oh
for a
yeah,
moment.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
please. What are they?
It is a fucking spectacle. I am talking about
This is
the
of
whole
showing up to the dance?
Yes. Oh, the whole neighborhood shows up.
No, not showing up to the dance before getting into the limo.
Getting into the limo.
Yeah, it's
And
like
now they're also doing like showing up to the dance, which is
it's like
debatable.
Yeah, it's more of like, are you a popular person or
Yes,
not? Versus, does your neighborhood like you
and care about it. Yes.
And when they do, they pull up. It's honestly like a beautiful moment that you don't even realize is happening, or you don't realize how many people are supportive
Yes.
of you in general in your general 5 mile
Yes.
radius until that happens. Because as soon as they see that a prom anything is happening, people will drive past,
Yes.
stop, and then look at
Get out.
and like cheer on
Every
the fact
auntie
that
is filming. Like
every single one of them.
every single one has their phone
It's-
out, and you know they're gonna text their like church group chat, being like,
Yeah.
"Look at what he wore.
Look,
Look at my neighbor and his friend,
Yeah.
and this friend." Like it, and they do sound, lighting, a fucking runway stage,
Yeah.
and all it is they're coming out to show their prom reveal, like their outfit reveal, and losing our mind. And that's all. I just want to tell everyone, tis the season. It's prom season, so get on TikTok. Go find
It's the best.
Go find your reveals.
It's the best.
Go get on TikTok while you still can.
Right.
I can't talk about that right
We
now.
won't do it.
We can't. We're dealing with one political
One at a
battle in
time.
this movie.
Yeah.
I can't do two.
You talked about like the tale of two movies because again, you begin political upheaval,
Yeah.
Abandon it.
and then you go high drinks and shopping montage and girly girl fun. You have Selena Gomez go, "You're my best friend," which really cracked me up.
Wait.
But then back to political intrigue, and I don't know who directed this movie, but
Woman.
actually, yeah, I do. It was Christopher Nolan. Because
It was a woman.
because Christine Nolan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because the end of this movie is a fucking heater that has no right to be. Do you
At
know
all.
the scene I'm talking about?
With the whole helicopter thing?
And leading up to it.
Yeah.
Selena
yeah,
Gomez
absolutely.
is about to risk her. She's about to throw
Yeah.
herself into an international
Yeah.
war kidnapping battle and get on a helicopter to a foreign country for her best friend.
I more so thought that he was going to take off with her with the mask on, take it off, and then be like, no, or something like
And
that.
then Selena goes,
and then,
surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. But
And
where's she
then
going?
She throws a grenade, jumps off,
Yeah.
parachutes, and he explodes.
Yeah.
That was my
Or-
question: is what was her
what was the
fucking
plan? Who knows?
or she let her dad know.
Yeah.
No, remember? Because then she's like, "I'm in trouble," and he's
Okay.
like, "Why didn't you come to me?"
That's
He
true.
literally says, I'm a fucking Secret Service agent, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
And she's in a I need to know what was the
Great
plan.
question. What was the plan? Because once you get there, now you're also kidnapped.
Yeah.
You're kidnapped, and she takes her mask off and goes like, the plan was going perfectly. Bitch, you were about to die
You're about to get killed.
for your best friend?
There's this
Sus.
the scene that is, again, the direction. Christine Nolan
Yeah.
knocked this specific scene out of the park to an extent where I was like, where was this the rest of the movie?
Where was the budget? I think the budget was wasted on getting a helicopter.
You gotta get a
Yeah.
helicopter.
Yeah.
You have Demi, she wins homecoming princess,
Yeah.
whatever. And they do this, the score turns to this like Bond, Tenet, like just real intense tension music.
No way.
And you have Demi's acceptance speech up on the stage, narrating intercut with shots of Selena in a masquerade ball mask being led by a dictator and his cronies.
It was crazy.
But they shoot it from these high angle shots that make it look like they're like traveling in tunnels.
Underground?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's all like the back halls of the school.
Cool.
But
You
it
know
looks
what?
like they're in a fucking
It looks
tunnel.
Yeah, and it's just like this is actually the most accurate depiction of a high school I think I've seen because they always have these weird tunnels
Yes.
somewhere, or like if you I guess if you shoot it from a certain angle, it looks like a underground.
It felt like a GoldenEye level.
yeah.
I was ready to hear dung, 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 dung,
Yeah.
Not to mention the rooftop helipad that this school must
Right,
have.
it does.
What the fuck? You're
It
so
has-
right. They go underground tunnel to rooftop helipad,
Yeah.
and then Demi's speech ends, and she goes, Carter, where are you? And then it cuts to Selena on the roof. She looks back in her masquerade
Yeah.
mask, back at the school, back at the people she's leaving behind. And in that moment, I've never wanted more for it to cut to credits and go, what It was so lit.
That's amazing.
It was so
That's our
fucking
director's
good.
cut. We need
Yeah.
to make that version on TikTok.
Oh,
How
I
we
couldn't
went over
believe
it
how
Yeah.
lit
and
that
got
scene was,
Princess
you
Diana.
guys. It
if
was
we were
amazing.
if we were in the streaming era during this time, that probably would have been the end of the movie, and they would have been like, come in for the second one.
I
for
would have the way
Princess-
I
for
would have
PvP too.
watched the second one. Is there not a second one?
I don't think so. It's one and
Okay,
done.
my one guilt.
Go ahead.
I wanted so much more of the PPP. I wanted to
Oh,
know
yeah.
where the African princess was going. I wanted to know where that Russian bitch was off to. I needed to know how the PPP worked. Why were all of these girls in so much danger?
Yeah.
And what are they doing now? You know?
I wanted like their entire family to be agents. I think that would be my pitch for the
It
thing.
was
would've been
giving
cool.
like, I bet you the early script was more Spy Kids.
Yeah.
And then they were like, this is a Disney Channel movie. We're DCOM.
Yeah.
You gotta
You
I'll
gotta
give you
cut it back.
$10K and a couple shoelaces to make this thing.
I thought it was like, I thought Selena Gomez was an agent, and I thought that this was going to be some like the Americans damn near, where it's just like, oh, this family has been trained to look after princesses when they get put into their family.
The way you just blew my mind, making me think that you thought the ending was going to be the reveal of Selena's plan was that she was a secret agent all along.
Oh.
I would give this movie an Oscar.
That would have been, that would also
The
be cool.
screenwriting
That would also
Oscar.
been
You know, though,
super cool.
I'm glad you bring that up, though, because Selena sort of did work for the U.S. government.
She
because
did.
she knows her dad's secret identity, and she's, like, supposed to work with him and for him.
Yeah.
And as a result, their cover is this bait shop.
Yeah.
And
You're right.
Selena's, in every single scene, she got work to do.
She's a busy girl.
She got to paint the boat. She got to replace the hull.
She got to count the worms
Count the worms.
that say wax worms on them, but then they're very much alive. That was confusing.
Yeah. I have a friend, like this feels like an FBI program. And I have a friend that is married to somebody that is in the FBI.
Whoa.
And I like, not even kidding, I thought that this was like like an assumption that people put into movies, or like an exaggeration people put into movies. But when he comes home and she says, how was work? He'll say, you know, I can't talk about that. Like that, it's like that level of like, oh, you know, it is what it is. Like
can't tell you where I'm going, can't tell you where I've
secrecy
been.
type thing. So like for her
that's
dad
cool as
to be to bring work home with him, literally, that feels like a faux pas, I feel like, or cross a line.
But what a good premise for a movie.
Great premise.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Cousin Greg in this bitch.
Cousin Greg is in this bitch.
You
looking
have,
tall as hell.
This movie was so good, I forgot.
Yeah, he's too big,
He's
man.
way-
You have baby Nicholas Braun, cousin Greg from Succession, this as a teenager in this movie.
Yeah.
And he is twice the height of Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. What is he doing there?
It's so
Can I
funny.
also tell you-
Every crowd shot, he's just towering over
Yeah.
every child, looking down like you guys are
For
four.
some reason, I thought Cousin Greg was like some cool, like random, weird, like improv stand-up guy find that they threw into to Succession, and he just to find out that he's kind of been a groveler, like his whole like a child, like an actor,
Child actor?
yeah, like he's been searching for his hit.
Yeah.
But he's been in these major like Sky High, right? He was in that other one we watched, and like he's been acting.
What clearly happened here is that they were casting this Disney Channel movie, and they're like, "I have this young talent, Nicholas Braun. He's fantastic. You're gonna. I'm telling you, I think he's gonna be one of the next big things."
Yeah.
And so they put him in this movie, and he does not belong in this movie.
No, he has
No, not at
role.
all.
He is bad. Oh, this is okay. Wait, before we move on, so Nicholas Braun is in love with Selena Gomez. She's not in. This movie has the most confusing and insane love quadrangle that I have ever seen in my life.
That's why I thought there had to be a second to explain this.
Selena Gomez is introduced. She has a crush on,
Regular old plump lip face boy.
I'm going to call him Mikey.
Mikey.
Okay.
I don't remember his name.
Mikey's a good looking kid.
Oh,
he was handsome.
Yeah.
Handsome.
Big ol'
handsome,
lips.
Handsome 23-year-old playing a 16-year-old.
Obviously, yeah.
And so she's in love with him, but he can't remember her name, which I'm like, bitch, yes, you fucking can. It's Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do not play this game.
Yeah.
They smooched back in the day.
Back in the day, and when they were 12, 13, I don't know.
Which was like a year ago.
Yeah, right? It's not that long ago.
Yeah, you're acting like you're so
Where-
fucking cool.
Sophomores in high
Yeah.
school?
So then Nicholas Braun, so Selena loves Mikey,
Yeah.
but
Mikey loves Demi.
Demi.
loves Demi Lovato.
And Nicholas
And Nicholas Braun loves Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
As this is worse than Midsummer's Night Dream.
Yeah.
Everybody loves everybody, but the wrong people. And they set it up in the beginning where it's like, oh, Selena's gonna go through this, and then he's gonna realize how great she is, and she's gonna win the prince. And then it's like actually like, no, he's terrible, and Demi's gonna tell him off. And then I didn't
Nicholas
enjoy
Braun
it.
had no ending.
I
He had
wanted
none.
smooching.
Yeah, there was no closure.
It's two Disney Channel.
I wanted a happy love ending, and they said, no, you don't need no man. This is we're inverting the princess story.
Yeah. In a weird way, even though they like didn't close off any stories at all, I feel like that's high school, young high school,
Yeah.
or early high school, where you just everybody likes
Everyone's
each other.
horny as fuck, and
Yeah.
everyone's just like, yeah, I like you.
Yeah. Feels
Yeah,
feels
feels accurate.
true to life.
All right, we'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
Y'all ready for some fun facts?
I want to
do
know
it.
the whole lore.
Please.
You down with PPP?
Yeah, you know me.
Thank you.
There it is.
I was
Okay.
like, I'm busy.
This makes sense to me. So sense. It makes so sense.
That made sense.
Because
Yeah.
Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato were originally cast in each other's roles.
Whoa.
They switched, which I was watching the whole time. I'm like, this is wrong.
The Princess
Yeah.
Switch.
Great set of movies. I watched all of them.
I
last
feel
Christmas.
like you're in like everything in your being focused on these next four words. I love that movie.
It was
Great
so
movie.
good. There's a great franchise. Y'all
Yeah.
need to watch it.
good.
So Rainie did her best to put together a loose timeline
Explain
of
that.
the Selena Demi relationship. Because also something that we forgot to mention here is that this movie ends with the one and only Selena Demi collab banger.
Oh.
It is just a song that I can't believe I didn't know. And it's called a collab, but I would say it's only Demi Lovato singing.
I didn't know they sang a song together. And
Yeah.
End credits.
So, Sequoia did not see this movie, has never heard of this movie.
She's
knows
a youth.
all of the music in this movie.
Oh, weird.
That's
which is very
awesome.
funny.
That is weird.
There's a lot of the soundtrack is mostly made up of songs that I think are like copyright free generic pop backtracks.
Yes.
I thought it was all Demi.
Oh.
It sounds like Demi singing all of them.
She wishes.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna find a fun fact.
So I mean, already I'm looking at this first line. The Demi-Selena relationship goes deep.
Oh,
Okay.
Because we got to go all the way back to 2002.
Whoa.
Damn.
When they were
6 years ago.
Disney Channel, Disney Club or whatever, right?
They were-
Mickey Mouse Club.
They were about 10 years old. And Demi and Selena were both on Barney. And
Yeah.
they were BFFs on set.
That's right.
Then, fast forward 2008, their careers have both taken off. They vlog together.
Mm.
They say they're best friends. Bowie sighed.
Bowie's like, I've heard that before.
The next year is 2009. They say they do everything together. To January 2010, a fan asks Lovato how Gomez was doing. Oh, this is where it gets juicy. Fucking
2 years after.
This is, okay, 2009, 2000, okay. They meet 2002. 2008, they're both super famous. They're best friends. Next year, they're best friends. They do everything together. Months later, a fan says, how's Selena? Demi says, ask Taylor.
Whoa.
Referencing Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Selena had become friends with Taylor after, oh, this is getting messy. Because
I thought it was Taylor Lautner. I'm sorry. Just, yeah.
Selena and Taylor both dated a Jonas brother, Nick and Joe, respectively. I don't know what order I said. Taylor dated Joe. Selena dated. Did Selena date Nick?
Selena delayed
Nick. And so now they were BFFs. Demi, not happy about that,
Yeah.
goes ask Taylor.
Friend
Oh,
breakup.
bitch. That's
Yeah, you feel like
slick.
you lost your friend.
Her
too.
PR agent was like, no!
Yeah.
We were hiding it so well, you dumb bitch.
Okay, this is it gets sad.
heavy.
It gets sad.
Oh,
so
no.
Demi went to rehab for
Yes.
eating disorder and self-harm.
Right.
And she said that Selena called her crying. So I think that there was a reconciliation there,
Yeah.
helping her friend out. God, she was young.
Yeah. She went first. Selena went second.
Oh man. And then Selena later talked about Demi's struggles and said, I was having so much fun.
Yeah, I know.
We should just stop there.
Yeah.
She said, quote, she was going through things and I was so young and it was confusing. I processed it saying, okay, I don't understand what she's going through, so I'm just going to do this. She said, adding, I don't think it was fair. Okay, they both went through it.
Mm.
But now, modern day, what's happening? Are they friends? Are they reunited or are they sworn enemies? Goes back and forth between supporting each other.
There's just a lot. The timeline was really long, and most of it wasn't that interesting. I mean, it was interesting. It was like Taylor or Selena unfollowed Demi on Instagram, and Demi unfollowed her twice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If anyone ever asks me how Keith is doing, for now I'm going to go ask Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
I like that.
Fucking love that.
There is a Princess Protection Program too.
What?
But it's a book.
Boo!
And they just use Selena and Demi's faces on the cover of this book.
Damn it. I don't want to.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is the book called Princess Protection Program 2?
It's called Royalty Undercover Princess Protection Program #2. And it's about Carter tries to teach the young girl how to blend in and be a true princess. Wait, so now Selena goes to be a princess? And Demi's trying to teach her how to be a princess?
You don't remember? I remember book tie-ins like so much, like so fondly during that era, I guess, where everybody would have like a big movie and then they do a book series based off of the movie. And now it's the reverse. Look at that. Look at books. Good for books.
Way to go, Books.
Way to go,
We
Books.
love
Oh,
you,
it's
Bugs.
called
Proud of
The
you.
Perfect Princess. I don't know, man. Don't fucking ask me.
It's something.
We didn't.
Okay, get out of here.
Yeah, it was something.
Now it's time to decide, is this movie a pleasure, a guilty pleasure, or just plain guilty?
Well, I did say at the very last 10 minutes of this movie when Selena was getting in the helicopter, I was like standing up with no pants on. That is irrelevant. And I looked at the athlete and I said, this is why we do it. This is why we show up every week and we put on our uniform and we go to fucking battle with each other for you, the people. This is guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm amped up.
Yeah. Friday Night Lights.
Thank you.
Fuck yes.
And scene.
This movie is such a GP. It's crazy. It is. I feel like I was.
It felt like wrong to be watching it. I was like, I shouldn't be watching like Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez be like this. It's so saucy.
I feel like the movie was trying to gaslight me the whole time into thinking that this plot was a thing. It's like, well, the princess is going to go to school, and that's funny, you see, and you're going to laugh at all the hijinks because you know that a princess would never exist in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And
in Louisiana, in the dumps.
It
like,
would
Jesus
never.
Christ.
It is. So it is trying its darndest to find conflict and plot and struggles, trips and stumbles the entire way, yet somehow finds its way in a climax that is so electric that I could have sworn that Daniel Craig was about to pop out on the screen and save the day.
Yeah. I agree. Are you saying guilty pleasure? I agree. I'm sorry.
GP.
Full GP. I think that this is like somebody's first time doing like a quadruple Lux axle backflip or whatever, and that being an accident, and then them landing it perfectly.
Ooh, I love
it is,
and they
true.
name it after them.
They name it after them, and they call it like the Dougie or whatever, the Douglas or what have you. But like it's so crazy that they absolutely landed the fuck out of this plane or this helicopter. In this case, starting from absolute nothing, I think. And I think that that's like a beautiful way to call something or like be a good movie, I guess, or like be like a guilty pleasure.
Why are there no memes from this? There's no material. There's no cultural relevance. Like, why did this go so slept?
It was big for me, but but it was before the internet. Like, there's no memes because it's like, well, I guess Camp Rock does have memes. I don't know.
Yeah. I just don't. I can't believe none of us had known about this.
Yeah,
at all.
The Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato classic you forgot about.
Yeah,
there it is.
That's our title.
There it is.
We forgot to mention there is a scene where Demi wants to show. There's a scene where Demi wants to show her gratitude, and so she makes a dinner for the family. Do you remember this, Rainie? And then she makes them all wear flower crowns.
Oh my God.
Like, what is going on in your made-up country, bitch?
Midsummer, obviously. Yeah, clearly it's a fucking cult.
They got flower crowns. She's speaking Spanish, making her mother's family
Arroz con pollo.
dishes.
Yeah.
That's chicken and rice. I was like, sit down.
She probably said, looked the dialect coach in the eye and said, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, don't even look at me. Get out of here. Leave now. Like,
who hired this fucking asshole?
yeah.
The aesthetic of the flower crowns that were so fucking funny. And then Selena's like bitchy to her at dinner. So Demi's like, may I be excused, please? And she leaves. And then the dad looks at her and is like, what did you do?
Yeah.
But he's still wearing the fucking flower crown.
I love it.
I fucking love though, because like we've seen so many movies where there's made up countries, right? Like Princess Diaries, we got Genova. What is? I need a deep dive documentary into what the fuck is going on in Casa Luna.
Yeah.
Is that what it was called? Which also sounds like a hot club I want to be on.
Yeah, right.
Are you going down to Costa Luna this weekend?
Costa Luna. Every time I saw like the general, it just reminded me of that Parks and Rec episode where the sister city came in and it was Fred Armisen, and it's just hilarious. I forgot what the Princess City or the Princess City Sister City was, but him throwing everybody in jail and then him being like rich as shit. I couldn't get away from that level.
It
of
looked
comedy.
like a costume, the general.
Yeah.
Like it had a cape and it was just hilarious.
And he was insane.
Yeah.
His acting was crazy.
Over the top.
The best role that you can ever land
Yeah.
as an adult actor is to be an insane villain in a children's movie.
Because you get to have so much fun.
You don't have to be good.
Yeah.
You can just go crazy.
You could be big
Yeah.
and stupid.
Yeah.
Good choices.
I want that role.
Oh, really?
I don't know that I have a villain in me.
Mhm.
You
But maybe someday.
Yeah.
I could see it.
I feel like you would play more of like the Christoph Waltz type villain, not Inglourious Bastards, but in what's the Green Hornet. Like
It's giving
that
evil
level,
tech genius.
where it's just like, yeah, I'm very sated, very quiet about my thing, but I will, kill somebody very, very aggressively.
I want to be
and not even blink an eye.
eccentric.
Yeah,
You want to be
you're
eccentric.
definitely-
I want to be children's villain.
Yeah.
What kind of villain would Rick be?
I don't know.
There's not a mean bone in your body.
I think.
Have you ever yelled at someone?
Yeah.
I couldn't see you being a villain.
No.
Could
I can
you?
be a villain.
Prove it.
Oh.
Yell at us
No.
right now.
No, I can't.
Exactly.
Yeah. I get mad at my sister all the time.
Say something mean to Bowie right now.
No.
He would rather die.
He's beautiful.
All right, that's all time
Wow.
for this week. But hey, join us soon because we're gonna be doing DCOMs. I guess we
We're
got
gonna do
the hunger.
Brink. I wanna
Yes.
do Brink or Smart House.
Or Johnny Tsunami.
Let's
Johnny
do Smart
Tsunami.
House.
Let's
Let's
do
do
Johnny
all of
Tsunami.
them.
I think we should do Johnny.
Also, tell Zach to put us on tour. One show.
Yeah.
One show in Los Angeles. Watch a movie live with you guys.
It's a
Have
great-
fun.
I'm actually glad you brought that up. Eat the Menu is on tour. Tickets available now somewhere. I don't know. Find them.
Fine.
But we're coming to a city near you. It's gonna be a blast.
Bye.
Yeah.
And if we enjoy that, maybe we do good. I'll do a Guilty Pleasures Live. That'd be fun.
We
Yeah,
have
that'd be
talked about it to the extent of looking at venues.
Yeah.
And we still just can't pull the trigger. Who runs this place?
Skeleton in the
Rainie.
corner.
He's got his hand up. Hi.
Hey.
It's me.
Rainie's the boss. Don't ask me.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
right.
at Corn Diddy on all the things.
I'm your mom at all the things.
I'm at Garrick Bernard and all the things.
And until next time, I'll eat carbs before I see her wearing my crown.
Ooh.